Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we have an informative lesson to learn. Lesson 20, all about glass. Glass is one of the most beautiful substances that we see around us. Children, just take a look around yourself and see how many things you can find that are made of glass. So children, have a look in your house and try to see the things that are made of glass. Let's try to name them. Light bulbs, bottles of different shapes and different colors, jars of different sizes, glasses of different designs, shapes, reading glasses, marbles of different colors, window panes, to name just a few. There are many more things which we have in our house that are made of glass. Children, have you ever wondered where does this glass come from? Let's try to find out how glass is made. The glass that is used to make so many everyday things is a man-made material. Can you guess what it is made from? The glass which looks transparent. Transparent means allowing you to see through. It may seem unbelievable, but this clear, transparent and smooth looking material is actually made from sand. Yes, children, glass is made from sand. Glass is made by heating a mixture of clean white sand and chemicals like soda and lime. The mixture is heated in a furnace till it turns into hot liquid glass. When it cools down, it becomes stiff and hard. So here in this picture, you can see the hot liquid glass. Furnace means a huge enclosed space for heating glass in high temperatures. Now let's try to understand how glass is shaped. Once glass has become cold, stiff and hard, it is not possible to shape it. Glass is brittle. That means it breaks easily. It has to be shaped into different articles when it is still hot and soft. So children, we all know that glass, how delicate glass is, and we need to handle it carefully. Otherwise, it may break easily. Very hot glass is more like a liquid. You can pour it, mold it, roll it, press it, or even blow it to make a variety of shapes. So here in this small video you can see how the hot liquid glass is poured into a mold and then it is pressed and given the shape. You can see the mold, the shape of the mold is of a bowl. So as soon as it is pressed, the hot liquid glass gets the shape of a bowl and it is ready. So you can see how beautifully this hot liquid glass is given the shape. This is the mold. It is in the shape of a bowl. Hot liquid glass is poured into molds and hardened to make articles of various shapes and sizes. It can also be rolled out to make flat sheets of glass. Here you can see the sheets of glass which is flat. In another process, molten glass is floated on a bed of molten metal to make very flat glass sheets of even thickness. Gobs of hot liquid glass can be blown into bottles, bulbs, glasses, and other objects. Gobs means a small amount of a thick, wet substance. And then you can give it into a shape of a bottle, bulb, or any articles that you want to make. Liquid glass can also be drawn out into very thin fibers or glass wool. So here in this image you can see this is glass fiber. It is made into thin fibers. And here you can see the glass wool. Fibers means long and thin threads. Now let's learn about some properties of glass. Properties means some features about glass. Glass has many useful properties. It is transparent. You can see through it. It is strong and hard. You can put a lot of load on it. It is impermeable. It means it does not allow water or other liquids to pass through, and it doesn't get soggy or stained itself. Soggy means wet and soft in a way that is unpleasant. Glass has no effect on the food, water, or other substances stored in glass containers. In other words, children, glass doesn't impart a smell or taste to them. It's very safe to store the food items in glass objects. Ordinary glass has a smooth surface, and that's why it can be washed easily. And last but not the least important is the fact that it looks beautiful. No wonder then that it is used to make so many things. So children, isn't the things made from glass are beautiful? They look so attractive. Now let's learn something more about colored glass. Ordinary glass is colorless. That means it doesn't have any color. But it is possible to produce colored and transparent glass by using different combinations of chemicals in the glass making process. So when they are making glass, they add some color into the glass making process, which gives the color to the glass. Now let's see some examples of the glasses which are available in the market in different colors. Glass can be given many beautiful colors like blue, violet, turquoise. Turquoise means a color which is bright blue green in color. Ruby red, pink, amber. Amber is a yellow brown color, like the one seen between the red and green on a traffic light. That is amber color. Orange, deep yellow, purple, amethyst. Amethyst is a bluish purple color. Dark green, and you can even see glass in black color as well as in white. So children, which color looks beautiful in this image? Yes, it's so confusing as all the colors look so beautiful. So really glasses, colored glasses especially, are very beautiful objects. Now let's see about stained glass. Stained glass means colored glass. Colored glass is used to make beautiful pictures, especially in window panes. So children, you can see the stained glasses in the windows having many different designs, and they look really very beautiful and attractive. Such windows are known as stained glass windows. They are seen mostly in churches. So most of these stained glasses you can see in church. If you visit a church, you will see many windows, doors in the church are made from stained glass. Colored glass can also be used to make beautiful sculptures or decorative articles. It is also possible to paint on glass using special chemicals and processes. Now let's learn something more important about glass. That is, glass can be recycled. Recycled means to treat things that have already been used so that they can be used again. Another unique feature of glass is that, children, you know that it is 100% recyclable. Old glass can be used to make new glass any number of times. So any number of times we can recycle the glass. Recycling glass in this manner is much cheaper than making new glass from raw materials. It requires much less heat and a lot of energy is saved. All you need to do is throw the glass in the recycle bin, not in the dustbin, in a recycle bin. Then those glass bottles are taken to a glass treatment plant where it is washed, all impurities are removed, then it is crushed and melted and molded into different bottles and jars. And then it is sent to the shops for packing the things in it. Children, you know, if you recycle even a single glass bottle, you save enough energy to power a color TV for about 20 minutes. Yes, so we can save so much of energy if we are recycling a bottle. So the next time you throw away a glass bottle, think. What you will think? Yes, that glass is valuable. So children, I hope you learned about a lot about glass in this lesson, as well as you all enjoyed learning it. So that was all about in this lesson, all about glass. Now we shall begin with our written work. Children, let's begin with the written work of lesson 20, all about glass. You can refer to page 47 of your English textbook for the exercise. Write today's date, name of the lesson, number 20, all about glass. Question 1. Find the following list from the passage and copy them. Everyday things made of glass. Answer: light bulbs, bottles, jars, glasses, reading glasses, marbles, window panes. What you can do with hot liquid glass? Answer: we can pour it, mold it, roll it, press it, or even blow it to make a variety of shapes. Names of colors. Answer: blue, violet, turquoise, ruby red, pink, amber, orange, deep yellow, purple, amethyst, dark green, black, and white. Question 2. Guess the meaning of the following words from the passage. Molten, melted. Transparent, one can see through. Impermeable, not allowing a liquid to pass through. Impart, to pass something to somebody or something. Recyclable, able to break down and reuse again. So children, the remaining part of the written work of this lesson will be continued in our next class.